them a single business card. Then be really relaxed during a business meeting. If they ask you some personal questions about your family, about your friends, just tell them. They won't use it against you. They only want to get to know you, because they want to know the person they make business with. First names are often used, but I found titles are very important. I cannot prove this. I seldom heard titles during business meetings in Brazil, so I cannot prove this. Maybe in different industries, different business areas it is used, but I have not this experience. Brazilians take a lot of time, they invest a lot of time in meetings and in negotiating their affairs, so it would be also rude to appear impatient. You should also invest 1 or 2 or maybe 4 hours more, because you invested a lot of time before to organize the meeting. So if you are in the meeting, it makes no difference if it lasts 2 or 4 hours longer. Just be relaxed and continue. You should be, in the contact with Brazilian people, you should be open, because they want to know their business partners, their potential business partners. You could, as I mentioned before, you could talk about your family, about children, about soccer, but you should not enter into politics and a discussion about the rainforest or some of these things, because it will not help you to have to have success in your business discussion. It will only bring other discussions which has nothing to do with your business. So don't try to improve the world with a big discussion on rainforest. And if you, after the meeting, if you want to continue your contact, you should try to have another face-to-face meeting to organize the next visit, even if it's a lot of money, but it's much better to have a personal face-to-face contact than to exchange only emails. You can exchange emails maybe with American people, but Brazilian people need the personal contact. And building up the personal relationship is a very essential point. So, as I told you, several trips to Brazil and several meetings will be necessary to enter in the real business relationship. And they make the business with you personally and not with your company. They know something about the company, but you are the key person, you are the key contact for their business. So be aware of this and let them know something about you, and just ask them about their family. They will also tell you. I know from a lot of my potential business partners, if they have 1 or 2 childs where they live, they tell me all. So it's a very open discussion and open relationship, and we can, and in between these stories about family, about vacation and all this relaxed talking, we came to business points, and after you have several discussions about one point, then you will have success. If you present some facts, you should make it visual. You should bring some drafts of your machines, a layout of a factory, or a demonstration, a film about the machine, or something which shows what you have to offer. Not only written text, maybe only in English, and English is fluent in Brazil. So you should illustrate what you have to communicate. If you want to give them a handout, it is recommendable that you have your texts not only in English but also in Portuguese. During the meeting, it happens very often that there is some interruption. There are a lot of reasons for it, but you will always have at least 1 or 2 interruptions during a meeting. So stay calm, relax. This is just normal in Brazil. And if they ask you during the meeting a lot of questions, it's only a sign that they are very interested in your stuff. So just try to answer the questions directly and immediately. Don't lose your plan of your presentation and continue after each question, and keep your manner very calm. The final decisions, maybe you have to wait a lot or a long time till they enter in real business with you, because the final decision has to be made by the highest ranking executive of a company. So you maybe are dealing with or discussing with some technical engineers who are able to evaluate your machinery, but the final decision will be made by the CEO, and so you have to wait until they communicate your information in their company. And so maybe it's way too much information, like in this cartoon. So maybe you should help them a little bit and ask sometimes about the outcome of the meeting, if they want to have more information and so on. But you have to wait. But if there is a final decision and if you will enter into business, they will have a detailed written contract about all facts. So this is very, yeah, like we do our business here. So it's very, how to say it, well organized. You have all facts in the contract. So after you enter into business with them, you will not have problems. About handshaking, an important point for Henry, because he knows not a lot about handshaking. In Brazil, it's very common to have a lot of handshaking at the beginning of a meeting, at the end of the meeting. Also, you can have handshaking with women. If they offer it to you, you should not go to women and offer them a handshake. But if they offer you the handshake, you should have the handshake. And if you leave the meeting, same thing as with business cards, you have to handshake with everyone in the round, not only with the chief executive or with the guy you talk to the whole time. All people are very important. So business cards to all, handshaking with all, and use a good eye contact during handshaking. Physical contact. It's a little bit more than we are used to here in Austria. It's maybe like Italy, so hugging or backslapping or other physical contact is rather normal there, and yeah, you see it also in soccer playing. It's real physical contact, touching arms and elbows, and so this is quite normal. So you should not be astonished about it. About eating, meals, restaurants and so on, the normal time for the main dish is midday. In the evening you have some rather slight dishes. The tipping is about 10% in Brazil. If you want to bring out the toast, you can use some Portuguese words to impress your Brazilian business partners. Saúde, which means health, is one of these toasts you can bring out, or viva, which means you should live up, you should have a great time. And dining is rather done in restaurants.